Feels like a primitive cabin.
Yes. Describe it for me.
Feels like a kitchen area with a dining table and a fireplace, and there's a window, and it's in a rural forested area.
Yes. And notice yourself, the observer. Are you male or female?
I think I'm male.
Do you feel young or old there?
Like a young adult.
How are you dressed there?
I guess like a lumberjack.
Yes. Is anybody inside this cabin with you, or are you by yourself?
It doesn't feel like it.
Do you feel like you live by yourself here?
It feels like nobody's here, but it's a large table for just one person to live here.
Very good. So let's find out a little bit about what it is that you do. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. Allow yourself to be doing the work that you do on a daily basis. 1, 2, and 3. Where do you work?
Outside. Like a farmer.
Yes.
Like hay.
Notice if you're using any instruments.
I see it's like an old wooden wheelbarrow.
Yes. Tell me what you do during the day.
It just feels like I'm sort of living off of the land. I don't see anybody else, or I can't seem to move from this scene. Like seeing a big field of tall golden wheatgrass, and
Yes.
just like I'm harvesting this grass.
And how do you feel as you're harvesting this grass? How does it make you feel?
It feels peaceful.
Yes.
I don't think I dislike this work. It just feels humble and peaceful.
And you work by yourself?
I think so.
Yes. Are there any animals with you?
I don't see any.
Okay. So basically it's just you and the land.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to a moment in which you are eating a meal on that table. I'm going to count to 3 and see yourself there. 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know why I'm smiling, but it's just like I just see like meat with gravy. I feel like there's a cup of some beer, feels like beer, and vegetables.
Yes.
And I'm sitting alone.
So take a bite of your food. See how it tastes to you.
I'm not sure. I feel that I'm happy with this meal.
Very good. And who prepared the meal for you?
I think I did.
Okay. So you're very happy with
Yeah.
your food and your drink. Good. Very good. So let's move now to a moment in which something very important happens in your life. You could either move backwards or forwards. I'll count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be at that event, something that changed your life, that impacted your life. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I am at a funeral. I think I lost my wife.
Yes. Tell me more.
It just feels like she was young. I can't tell. There's a few people there, but I don't think we lived in a town with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What were the circumstances of her death?
It's like she was ill.
Mm-hmm.
She was ill, maybe childbirth, maybe just illness.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say.
All right. Let's find out a little bit more about her illness. I want you to go back to a moment in which you're there with her. I'll count from 3 to 1 as you go back. 3, 2, and 1. What's happening?
She's giving birth.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in a bed. There's like a midwife.
Mm-hmm.
She's not doing well.
Yes. How are you feeling about this?
Dizzy with anguish. I know I'm going to lose her.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And do you have any other children?
No.
This is your first child.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
She doesn't make it. The baby doesn't make it.
What's been the most difficult part of all of this?
Continuing to live in this home without them.
Mm-hmm. How is all of this now affecting you in the life of Sarah? What does it make you do?
It feels very similar to how I'm living now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have a lot to offer and I'm living a good life. I just want someone to share it with.
Mm-hmm. And when you're living like this, what does that prevent you from doing?
There's a lack of connection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how to navigate maintaining my peace and being connected.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's close that scene. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you will go to the next important scene in that lifetime. 1, 2, and 3. Notice how old you are now.
I feel like an old man sitting on my porch in a chair, and not much has changed.
Still farming your land.
I think so.
Still alone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, I'm smoking a pipe, and I'm peaceful still, just lonely.
Yes. So advance into the last day of your life. Notice what happens.
I think I die working, doing something. I don't think I hurt myself. I think I just pass. I kind of collapse in the field.
And where does your soul go when you collapse?
Above my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to be out of the body. I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm happy to be out of that life.
Mm-hmm. Where do you go?
To be with my wife.
Mm-hmm. Go to her. happens?
We're happy to be with each other again.
Mm-hmm. So you could look at that life now and understand the meaning of it, what it is that you needed to learn. What was the purpose of having lived that life, having someone you loved and losing them?
I learned a lot about taking care of myself and living a good life alone.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So as you look at that life, you could see the life that you are now living as Sarah. What do you notice about her life compared to yours?
I haven't, as in Sarah hasn't given up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving up.
Good. So what advice do you give Sarah, being that she's looking for that one that she knows is out there for her? What do you tell her?
It's never too late, and to love herself
Yes.
like she would love them.
Is that the recipe?
Yes.
Very good. So I want to thank you, and I want you to go into the light, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. And with that experience being over, you no longer need to feel that loneliness anymore. You know that you have chosen to live a different life, and that will no longer bother you. You're now with your wife. Your souls are together. And you know you'll see each other again. So with that, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And I want your soul to go to the next moment in time in which your soul needs to heal. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
It feels like I'm in a field and I see little girls playing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm one of the little girls.
Mm-hmm.
I might be.
Yes, tell me more.
We're wearing dresses. It just feels like a happy summer day.
Mm-hmm.
Just running around, and I think I'm just observing them. I don't think I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm. Look down at your feet and see if you have a body.
I don't know if this is right. I see these aren't human legs.
Mm-hmm. Describe them for me.
They're hairy.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I feel like I have a very big body, but I'm not afraid of them not seeing me. I'm not far from them, but I know they can't see me.
Do you feel male or female?
I think I think I feel male.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel young or older? Are you a child, a teenager, adult?
I feel like I'm an adult.
Okay.
I look kind of like a monkey.
Mm-hmm. A lot of hair on you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can those little girls see you?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I want you to just assimilate yourself to that body, acclimate yourself to it. What do you do next?
I feel like I'm displaced or something. There's the trees are far away, like I'm not at home. And there's a bit more big golden fields.
Yes.
And I'm just observing them. I'm not interacting with them, and I know I can't. And I think I'm curious.
Okay.
I think I'm just curious.
All right. So just tell me what happens as you're watching these little girls. Tell me your thought process as you're watching them.
I feel like I need to go home. I'm standing in a road, like a dirt road, and their house is nearby. It's like a prairie.
Yes.
It feels like a prairie, and I feel like no one can see me, but I'm not necessarily safe.
So what do you do next?
I think I want to turn back and walk through the field to the trees.
Okay. Tell me what happens next.
I'm seeing dogs, like dogs or wolves.
Are they small or big?
They're big. They're big, and I'm afraid of them.
What's happening?
And they're chasing me through the woods.
How many are there?
I think like 2.
What do you do next?
I'm running through the woods. And
Yes.
I think I'm trying to reach a cave.
Yes. Yes, continue.
I think they catch me. They attack me at the cave. I can't.
What are you feeling?
I'm not feeling anything. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I don't feel pain or...
Where are they attacking you? What part of your body?
It just looks like how a wolf would jump on a prey. It just...
Yes, what happens next?
I don't think I get away from them.
Yes, continue. What happens next?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to move on from the scene. I'm having a hard time. I just feel like I'm just seeing... I can't tell if I died or if they just injured me badly and left.
All right. So listen, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And you'll need either move forward or backwards to where this all began or where you go to. Allow your soul to take you. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm seeing I have a family, a small family, like I have a partner and a child.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's forward or backward.
Yes. And where is it that you live?
In the forest. I think a cave.
Describe as much as you can.
It's very primitive. It's just a small cave, and we just live simple, peaceful lives.
And how do you communicate with your family?
Wordlessly. Like, I guess telepathy.
Yes. So look into your partner's eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Have you seen those eyes before? Do you recognize them?
I think so.
So what happens next?
sure. I'm sorry. I feel stuck.
All right, so I'll unstuck you.
Okay.
I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and you go to the next moment that allows you to understand why you were looking at those little girls. 1, 2, and 3.
It feels like there's something about encroaching on land or something like that.
Yeah.
And being curious about these people.
Are they on your land?
They're very close to where we live. And it's new.
They've just moved there?
I think in time is different for me than them, and it feels like we've been there much longer.
Yes. So what do you do?
I think we're a little afraid. It feels like they do something like hunting or something.
Yes. So move until the moment in which they are doing that, in which you fear. Be there now.
Just see them with guns and they're looking for us, but I don't know if they can. I don't think they can find us like that. But it's frustrating.
Why is that?
Because we live there and we're peaceful.
Yes. What happens next?
I think we want to move. We need to leave. Somewhere more isolated.
Yes. Where do you go?
Somewhere cold. A mountain. It's a mountain.
Yes, continue. What happens next?
I think my child dies. It's cold.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think this one's hard because I'm not human.
That's fine. What happens next? I don't want you to analyze it, just tell me.
I think everything just feels darker. Like we're not happy we had to leave.
Yes.
And we just live the rest of our life in a different place. And I think our child died.
So move forward into the last day of your life in that lifetime. I'm going to count to 3. At 3 you'll be there. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm in a stream. I can't tell. It just looks like I'm collapsing in the stream. I'm not sure why.
Is anything hurting?
No. No, I think maybe I'm just old.
Are you by yourself there?
Yes. Yeah, maybe I'm old. I don't feel any pain or...
So allow yourself to leave that body. Allow your soul to discard that body like an old coat. And as you look at your life now, you'll understand it much better. What was the purpose of that lifetime?
I think I wanted to just live a peaceful life.
Mm-hmm.
But other people ruined it.
Mm-hmm. What do you imagine is the most difficult moment of that life?
Losing my child.
Mm-hmm. And when you lose a child, what are your physical reactions?
I'm angry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry. It doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. And when you feel this anger, what does your body do?
It gets hot.
Mm-hmm. And as your body is getting hot and you're getting angry, what are your mental reactions?
I want to blame the people that made us move. If we hadn't moved, he wouldn't have died.
Mm-hmm. So think about all of this. How is this now all affecting you? What does it make you do?
I am very careful about getting close to people and allowing them to impact my life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and when you get so careful about having people get close to you, what does that prevent you from doing?
All sorts of things, being connected, having community.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, very good. So let's do something. I want you to go back to that big, hairy person. And I want you to talk to him. What do you tell him about his grief, about what he went through, losing his home, losing his child? What do you tell him?
Those people didn't mean to make that happen. And I think he knows that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knows deep down he doesn't really have any hate in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's just sad.
Can he forgive them for not knowing
Yes.
that they were intruding?
Yes.
So I want you to notice if you're holding any of that inside, any of that sadness, any of that anger. Do you feel it?
I think I used to.
Mm-hmm. See if there's any remnants.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Where are you holding it?
My heart.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to look into your heart and see that darkness that's in there, that sadness. And I'm going to sound the bowl, and I want you to go ahead and pull out that sadness. No longer needed. Pull it out. Clearing out that heart. And now that that heart is clear, we want to put something in that heart to replace it. What would you like to put in that heart instead?
Joy.
Beautiful. I'm going to sound a tuning fork. And I want you to bring in all that joy. What do you want it to look like? It could look like beautiful flowers. It could be beautiful rainbows, lights. What do you want it to look like?
The
Mm-hmm.
golden hour.
Beautiful. Bring it in. Those beautiful colors. Fill your heart with those. Feeling the beauty of it, the wonder of it. miracle of it every day. Expand that heart now. No more sadness. Just knowing that with every golden hour, it's the closure of a day and ready to start another time. So I want you to take that soul into the light now, knowing that with the death of his body, that experience is over. And with the end of that experience, it doesn't need to affect any lifetime that you're living. You have a chance to have a child, a family, a loved one, someone that you could love. And with that, I'm going to count once again from 1 to 3. Allow your soul to take you to a moment in time in which your soul needs to heal. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you? Are you in? Mm-hmm.
I'm in a big house, like a Victorian house. I'm a woman.
Yes.
I think I'm very sad about what's expected of me in this family.
Tell me more about that.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'm being married off, or I don't have any say about what to do with my life.
How old are you there?
I'm young. I'm like maybe late teens.
Yes. Tell me about your family. Why is it important for you to be married off?
It's what you do. My father is someone important. I have a younger sister. It's some political thing to marry well, but not for love.
Do you know the man that they want you to marry?
I don't think so.
How does that make you feel?
I'm angry.
And what does your mother say about all of this?
She feels very submissive, very... I think she did the same thing.
She knows what's ahead of you.
Yes, and I don't think she's happy. I don't think she thinks for herself, though.
Yes. She doesn't support you.
Yes, she's weak.
Yes. So what happens next?
I think I want to run away.
What do they call you in that life? What is your name?
Lily.
And what part of the world do you live in, Lily?
France. Maybe something like that.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
What year is this?
1800s.
Yes. And what is it that your father does?
I'm hearing banker.
So he's an important man.
Yes.
Yes. And much is expected of the daughter of a banker.
Yes.
Very good. So let's move to the moment in which you get to meet this other man, this man that you're supposed to marry. I'm going to count to 3, and you'll be meeting him. 1, 2, and 3.
He's handsome, but I don't trust him. I don't like him.
Tell me about that.
He feels... Our hearts just aren't connected. We're not for each other.
Yes. Is he interested in you?
I don't think so. I think he's also frustrated.
Yes. Tell me more.
We're getting along very well.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel with him when he's in your presence?
I feel cold. He feels cold.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like there's no way out of this arrangement.
Mm-hmm. It's a done deal?
Yes, I think we would highly disappoint our families.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next? Advance a little bit more. Go to the next important moment.
I think I'm trying to tell my dad that I'm not marrying him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's angry.
Yes. How is that making you feel?
Just very angry.
Mm-hmm.
I want my life.
Yes, continue.
I think we do marry. It's a big, beautiful wedding, but there's no love.
Mm-hmm.
There's no love, and it feels very transactional.
Yes.
All of this celebration for a facade for politics.
Mm-hmm. So it's a business deal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the transaction has been completed.
Yes.
Notice how that makes you feel, knowing that you're part of a transaction.
I feel like I've just let myself become numb
Mm-hmm.
to cope.
Very good. So Lily, I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll advance the next important part of that life. When something happens, 1, 2, and 3.
I think I have a child,
Mm-hmm. Is it a boy or a girl?
a boy.
Mm-hmm.
We're wearing very nice clothes. I love my child. I just see us out walking the property.
Yes.
It's dusk. It's really beautiful out.
Mm-hmm. How old is your little boy?
Maybe 5.
Mm-hmm. Just take a moment and watch your little boy as he walks around and plays. Notice how that makes you feel.
I love him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about the world he's growing up in. He looks like it feels like he's being groomed to be this, it's to perpetuate this
Mm-hmm.
cycle.
Yes.
And I want better for him.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what happens. I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll move it a little bit further when you see the results of what happens to your son. 1, 2, and 3.
I feel like he marries, but he marries someone he loves.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me very happy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel my husband around, but I think that's because we were never close.
Look into your son's eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do they seem familiar to you? Have you seen those eyes before?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. So feel your hearts together. Feel your connection of your heart, how it feels to have this son that you love so much.
He's the best thing in my life.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good. He's very honorable.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a lot to do with that?
I think so. I think it was the best thing I could do.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Move ahead a little bit more, where you see what happens between you and your son, your future.
I think he always loves me.
Mm-hmm.
He's always there for me
Yes.
in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of respect.
Yes. Move forward to the last day of your life now. Notice how old you are, Lily.
I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying in my bed. I'm comfortable and I'm ready to go.
Are you alone or somebody with you?
My son is with me. I see some other people, maybe. I'm not sure who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not alone.
Yes. Feel the love.
There's a lot of love.
Mm-hmm. And notice how your soul begins to leave that body. What happens as it leaves that body? Where do you go?
Above my body.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I'm happy to go. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a very neatly concluded life.
Mm-hmm. So who greets you after you leave that life?
An angel.
Mm-hmm. Does the angel tell you anything about that life?
I don't think so. I think I'm just very happy to see them.
Mm-hmm. Where do you go to next after you meet this angel?
We're going up,
Mm-hmm.
up through the clouds.
Yes. Describe everything.
It's beautiful, and we're going beyond into space. I'm so happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy to be off of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I see there's stars and planets, and
Yes.
it's blue and purple and so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Where are you heading to?
I think I'm going somewhere to rest.
Mm-hmm. Tell me when you get there.
Feels like a cosmic spa,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to rest here for a while.
Wonderful.
There's just crystals and light
Yes.
and other peaceful beings,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing bad happens here. And I can be here as long as I want.
Wonderful. So I want you to go to the moment in which you see your life review. Where are you taken?
don't think I'm going anywhere, but I know that life, I made the best with what I had.
Yes. So think about that life and everything that happened. What was the most difficult moment in that life?
Feeling like I was throwing my life away, marrying someone I didn't love.
Yes, yeah. So I want you to think about all of this and how it is that it's affecting you in the life of Sarah. What does it make you do?
I can be very firm in my boundaries. So I wonder sometimes if I'm doing too much.
So when you're too firm in your boundaries, what does that prevent you from doing?
Allowing people to be closer.
Yes.
Self-protection.
Yes. We're now going to go to one of those dreams. One of the dreams that is impacting you. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And allow yourself to drift into that place in which your soul travels to in your dreams. 1. Feel your soul just leaving and going into that place. 2. And 3. Where are you? What is this place?
There's a lot of water. It's very, very watery. Very clear, beautiful water.
Are you in the water or over the water?
I think I'm over the water, but I spend a lot of time in the water.
Tell me more about yourself there.
I'm seeing like a mermaid tail.
Tell me more.
I live here under the water. There's halls and rooms, like underground cavern.
And this is all in water?
Yes.
Are you by yourself or are there others with you?
No, there's other people.
What do they look like?
Like humanoid, like mer people. Not no human skin, like scaly.
What color is it?
Like dark green.
Yes.
Dark green and blue.
Do they have hands?
Yes.
Notice how many fingers.
4. Big eyes.
Yes.
Big fin ears.
Are the ears on the side or the top?
The side.
The side, yes. What about the face? What does it look like?
It's freaky looking, honestly.
Does it look like a fish?
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
So is it flat or is it pointy?
Flat with round features. Round eyes, round mouth.
Yes. A round mouth too.
Yes.
Does it have a nose?
Slick slits.
Okay. Look at your own hands. How long are your fingers?
They're long. They're long, slender fingers.
Mm-hmm. Do you notice anything different about yourself?
I feel female.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel different than them.
Mm-hmm. Is there any hair, or
Yes.
what kind of hair do you have?
It's long hair, long dark hair.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like human hair?
It does.
Yes.
I don't know why we would have hair.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about your life there.
I love living in the water.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like there's culture here.
Yes. Tell me about that culture.
People have lives where they create things. It's not very primitive.
Mm-hmm.
They have music and art.
Yes.
And these are kind people.
So let's find out a little bit about what you do in your culture. I'm going to count to 3. When I get to 3, I want you to see what it is that you do that adds to this culture. 1, 2, and 3.
I think I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I paint.
Tell me about that.
It feels like I paint and I sell paintings in like a market.
Mm-hmm. To all the mer people?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What kind of paintings do you do?
I paint things I see on the land.
Ah. So it's like a landscape artist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And does everybody go on the land or just you?
I think we all do, but I really like to.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you go on the land, are you able to get out of the water, or do you just see it from the shore?
It feels like we can't go very far out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can get on, it's like these rocky cliffs.
Yes.
Where the water goes up to, and we can sit on the edge of the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't really walk around.
Are there any humans or other types of beings on the land?
I don't see any.
Okay.
I don't think this is Earth.
Okay. Notice around you as you go outside. Does the sky look a certain way?
It's purple.
Mm-hmm. Any other differences?
The plants look different. They're beautiful. They're just different than they are on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So as you're enjoying the time there, I'm going to have you move forward to the end of your life. I'm going to count to 3, and it will be the last day of your life. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm not sure. I think I'm stuck somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
It feels like I'm stuck stuck in a crack in the wall, or stuck. I think we breathe air maybe, and I can't get up to get air. Like we breathe air, but we don't need much. We hold our breath for a long time, and I'm stuck and I can't get air.
Mm-hmm. What happens?
I think that's how I die. I'm stuck under a rock or something.
What happens to your soul?
I leave. I liked that life, but I'm okay leaving.
Okay. So let's do something. Let's complete that life. I want you to go back to that body. And I want you to notice all of the air that you inhaled. I want you to cough out that air. I'm going to give you a tissue. And go ahead and cough out all of that water that is in your lungs. Get it all out. Very good. So when you look back at that life, what was the most difficult moment?
I don't think I had many in the life. It was a good life.
Very good. What did you learn from that life?
How to be a part of a part of a society in a creative way.
Yes.
There was enough for everybody.
So I want you to notice how it is that that's affecting the life of Sarah now.
I don't like all of the competition.
Yes.
I wish people could just live and let live, and
Yes. What advice do you give Sarah?
create and put yourself out there. Not care so much what other people think.
So she has a lot of different things in which she's excited about. Her baking, her jewelry, little things like that, which are also very artistic, just like in that life as a mirror person. What do you tell her about using those gifts?
She can't lose. There's no wrong way to do it.
Yes. And she now knows that she was an artist.
Yes.
Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead into the light, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. And with the end of that experience, it no longer affects the life you're living now. You had good times in that life. You learned how to be a part of society, of culture, of people who loved each other and appreciated each other. And that soul has that in your heart, knowing that you can create that within your own life, within your own people. You can create your own community. So allow that to just sink in. The beauty, the love. And with that, I'm going to count to 3 and allow your soul to take you to where it is that you need information from today about your relationship, where he is, where you know him from, and how to find him. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
I'm at home. I feel like it's just not time. There's a timing. but that I'm on track.
Very good.
There's nothing in the way.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to sense your body again. Notice if there's anything else that we need to work on today. Or do you feel complete?
Feel complete.
Very good. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5 as you take the steps up. When I get to number 5, you'll open your eyes with complete control of your mind and your body. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was wild.
It was.
Yeah, that was wild. I wasn't expecting to see some of that.
That was explicit lifetimes. A mermaid.
So the second one with I wasn't sure, the hairy being, I don't know if that was like my conscious mind coming in. That's what I saw.
Oh, that's what you saw. That's what you said.
It's I don't know, but that one was hard to feel anything. So that one made me. I was like, am I making this up?
Well, if you were, why would you make that up?
Yeah.
That's my question.
I don't know.
It seemed like you were in a place where you lived very happily with your family, and then these invaders came in.
Yeah.
And what's this? And then
we weren't safe anymore.
You weren't.
Yeah, it was just the type of being we were, and I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That one.
But being a mermaid was good.
Yes, being a mermaid was good. Yeah, that was. It was definitely not Earth. That was yeah.
So that was a watery planet.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a watery planet because you did go outside.
Yeah, it was like there was just so much. The water there was so different than Earth's water. It was so clear, and there was a lot of it. And it's like we live on land and we go in the water. There we lived in the water and we went on the land, but just barely. Kind of the same thing. You can't you can't go in the water too deep or for too long. Right. It was just opposite.
But there was so much underwater.
Yeah.
It's like it's amazing.
Yeah. That was really cool. Yeah.
How long do you think this was? Was it fast for you?
45 minutes. That's funny. Wow. Yeah. Time. What is time?
What is time?
What is time? Thank you.
You thought it was like fast. It's like, why is she getting me out of here so quickly?
No. I felt like a lot of resolution. I just wasn't sure how much. Yeah, time was definitely different. Yeah.
How about your connection with your mom?
Yeah, I feel like I've been understanding logically from a long time, but to actually feel like to be back there where it began gives me like a new level of compassion. And and it's not up to me to do. I can't do anybody else's work for them.
And you were holding that burden.
Yes.
It was all about holding it.
Yeah.
It's like you came in and go, oh, well, I'm going to have to carry this.
Yeah.
Where now we disconnected you from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should feel much lighter.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Because even within the womb, you were already making the decision, I'm going to have to carry this weight.
Yeah.
She's scared. And you started loading up.
Yeah.
Between between mom and dad.
Yeah.
You're carrying all of that.
Yeah. Like it just wasn't what I expected it was going to be like. And I imagine that's almost every birth. It's not quite. I mean, yeah, it's.
Well, when you experience a time in the womb, it really opens your eyes to how connected you are with that baby.
Right.
And that they know everything. There is no separation. You know the thoughts, you know the feelings, you know why.
Yeah.
And we didn't go into anything else, today.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was necessary. But it kind of makes you pause and think about everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was sensing very clearly how important it is to, just like we were talking about with like, I don't make the cookies until I feel the love. It's the same thing. It's more important with a baby. Like batch of cookies, not as important as a baby, but it's the same process.
The baby has chosen you and the dad before it even gets here.
Yeah. It's cool stuff. Yes.
Interesting. You want to keep this private? No?
It doesn't matter. Yeah. No.
You want to share it with the world?
I'm okay with that if you feel like there's anything worth sharing. I don't know if I was speaking too quietly or...
No, you did good.
Okay.
You did good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sarah, that was amazing. You were so detailed.
Oh, okay, good. I was worried that I was being a little...
Sarah, this is her first hypnosis session, so I'm going to ask her, how did it feel to be under hypnosis?
Very relaxing. It did feel like a daydream. I think it was a good exercise in trusting your intuition, because it really does just come.
Yeah.
It's the first thing, and just to trust it.
It's the first thing. And, you know, that life that you lived as this Victorian woman, I mean, you had a lot of feelings about that.
I did. I was not happy, but I was determined to make it.
But you had that son, which you loved so much.
I did.
How did that feel?
I felt like I turned this really terrible situation into the best thing it could have been. Like
amazing. That's amazing. So you had some really, really vivid lifetimes there. So everybody's different, and we don't know what's going to happen in a session. So I thought these were pretty vivid lives.
Yeah. So I really liked the part going into the cosmic, the space part too. That was...
When you died.
Really, yes. That was so nice to experience.
You were like out of here, and
I want to go hang out there sometimes. Spa. Yes.
Be nice for all of us to go to a cosmic spa once in a while. Good. So tell everybody where you're from and how far you live from here.
So I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, about an hour and 40 minutes away. Not too far.
Yeah. How was the drive over here?
Beautiful. It's a nice drive. Yeah. Peaceful.
Yeah. So if you're nearby, make sure that you book an in-person session, because it is a nice. It's nice. I mean, you're not seeing it around here, but it is a really nice area to be in, and
it's special. It's real Florida.
It's the old Florida. Yeah, it's how Florida should look like, but they made it different. So if you want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com. You need to subscribe to my newsletter. It comes out once a month. And then in that newsletter, there are links for in-person sessions and online sessions. And it's very, very limited amount of sessions every month. So you have to be really, really fast. And how did you get your session?
It was time for my session, and I got the notification, and I signed up, and I was so excited when I got one.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
So don't give up. If it's your time, it'll be your time. It is all divine timing. And I want to thank you for coming up to this last part of this session, and thank you for watching. Much love to you. Bye-bye. Give me that look.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
This was really cool. I've never done anything quite like this. Yeah.
You did great.
Oh gosh, I was worried I wasn't talking enough, that I wasn't sharing enough, because I am a talker. So
you did great.
Okay, cool.